off. Full speed, we ain't taking no pit stop. When I'm in the place, gonna rave to the max. So the second that I leave, I ain't stopping at the gift shop. Turn up, lift off. Full speed, we ain't taking no pit stop. When I'm in the place, gonna rave to the max. So the second that I leave, I ain't stopping at the gift shop. Bass in the beat got me going insane. Man, I got the party going off the chain. It's been a long week, so I ain't gonna sleep. Put my hands in the air, I'm letting go of the pain. On the grind, man, I'm never gonna watch her. Too sick, but I don't wanna doctor. Track got me spinning out like a helicopter. 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 Turn up, lift off. Full speed, we ain't taking no pit stop. When I'm in the place, gonna rave to the max. So the second that I leave, I ain't stopping at the gift shop. Turn up, lift off. Full speed, we ain't taking no pit stop. When I'm in the place, gonna rave to the max. So the second that I leave, I ain't stopping at the gift shop. Turn up, lift off. Full speed, we ain't taking no pit stop. When I'm in the place, gonna rave to the max. So the second that I leave, I ain't stopping at the gift shop. Turn up, lift off. Full speed, we ain't taking no pit stop. When I'm in the place, gonna rave to the max. So the second that I leave, I ain't stopping at the gift shop. Got me going insane, going off the chain. It's been a long week, so I ain't gonna sleep. Put my hands in the air, I'm letting go of the pain. On the grind, man, I'm never gonna watch her. Too sick, but I don't wanna doctor. Track got me spinning out like a helicopter. Track got me spinning out like a helicopter. Track got me spinning out like a helicopter. Track got me spinning out like a helicopter.
Evening everybody, welcome here for SSRL South African Sim Racing League. This is our first race in our new server and exciting one it's gonna be. Sim Race South Africa, guys, is a local new server that we've started up. We are hosting it and it's just a bunch of fun guys that's all together and trying to entertain everybody and have fun as we go along. With me here, Jason. I don't know, Jason is just quickly setting up the servers I see in the background here, but we will start our racing exactly as we plan on 8 o'clock tonight. So yeah, there we go. Some little information of our league. RS, Renault, RS Polo, spoilers. Every time I'm going to say Polo, I'm going to sponsor some money. Anyway, we're getting back to the Clio Cup tonight, and this is the RS Clios. We've got two groups that will start off. 18 drivers is booked out for round 1. I think we've got 10 currently available. We'll do a 6-minute qualifying lap, and then thereafter we will start our race of a 10-lap sprint race, which is about a 2-minute interval break. Our setups are fixed. You can only basically change your brake bias and nothing else on these cars, and pretty much fuel usage, tire and all that is also set up. Race 2 will then follow thereafter, after we see some of our commercials and so forth. And yeah, we will have in our series, we will have actually 5 races now. We started off tonight with East London, then we go to Aldo Scribante, then Vallelunga, which is a brilliant nice track, and I think with these Clios it will also be fun as hell. And then from there we go to the Redbull racing ring, and then the Brands Hatch. And I mean, I think anybody that knows Brands Hatch likes that first corner, nice runoff, and then that second corner that just gives you total off camber driving experience. Main sponsors for this league we've got is Tower Energy Drinks. Guys, Tower Energy Drinks is a new energy drink on the market. Started off in 2020, and I can honestly say to you, I do use them. Every time I do play golf, I take 2 Tower energy drinks and a 500 milliliter water, and it does definitely get you through the day. So a little bit about them, and go check their website out, and we'll see that there. Jason, you were here with me.
Hi, Charles. How are you doing tonight?
Hey, lucky buddy. You excited? Your first race?
Very, very excited. So I mean, it's taken a lot of effort for the guys to actually join and make their skins, and then we had a bit of a load shedding issue which delayed our series with the week. But we're finally here. I think everyone is damn excited. There's been a lot of laps put in, a lot of effort. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, I must admit, guys, you're going to see tonight, we've got brilliant skins. The guys really put some energy in for developing their skins, and I think shout out goes to some of our well-known skin developers here out. I think Tommy, Ruan, Peter, those guys, Melvin, those guys really put effort into these cars and making it nice, and I think that's what brings a little bit of real world to the virtual world as well. Tonight, East London, as we mentioned, first Grand Prix circuit in South Africa, a regional circuit 24.4 kilometers long. It's like a Nordschleife here, and then that was a street circuit actually, Jason, if you didn't know that, and then later on they modified it to an 18-kilometer circuit, and then today we got a 9-turn 3.9 kilometer track with the fastest right hand corner in the southern hemisphere, Potter's Pass. You know that corner very well.
Yeah, look, Potter's Pass, you need some big einies in real life to go through there. It's all about your traction through there and your aerodynamics, and like I said, if you have the big cojones, you can go for it. And we've seen it through with the sim racing now, especially with the guys practicing. I mean, there's guys going through there too wide, and it's unbelievable that the cars are sticking through that corner too wide. So definitely a corner to watch tonight. I think it's going to be flipping exciting through there.
Have a look at Potters and Rifle. In the practice, I actually admired this right-hand wheel lifting up of this Clio as they took that corner at flat 6 speed, 200 plus k's an hour, and just focus on that little right wheel. It picks up. So it's going to make some interesting racing here tonight. And yeah, I think your servers, are you almost ready with your servers on that side, Jason?
Yeah, we've got about 3 minutes to go.
Perfectly.
So, and then we can start off.
No problems, guys. We're going to be back right now. Let's show you guys a little bit of an intro to all of our drivers that is entered so far in this Clio Cup. And I must also say that we had about, Jason, correct me, about 16 reserve drivers that could not qualify or get into this series. So it's already very popular.
Yeah, we did have a couple of reserve drivers. That's why we ended up deciding to make 2 groups, which are semi-finals that go through to a final.
Perfect, guys. Have a look at our drivers that's entered for tonight's race.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
One shot on stage, what you got to play? Generic drops for days, still the people rage. Am I not insane? Can you stop and explain why these drops are so lame? Is money buying you fame? I'm fucking on, I'm killing it with this song. You haters can sing along or go back where you belong. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with giving up, moving on. Cause I took your girl to prom, she can't help but sing this song. Comes off till the lights go out, till my legs give out. Can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out. And my high raps, I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse. Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out. Can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out. And my high raps, I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse. So on like a light switch flirting back. There's nothing wrong with the way that she's working that. I just I rap with a passion, yeah, I got it in me. I've been waiting quite a long time for y'all to hear me. It's about damn time you put some stock into me. You're either sponsoring me or fucking bothering me. And the fact is, we just practice on this madness. That is why your status is like a canvas. Chances our advancement is enhancing, and this new expansion's like a mansion. Comes up till the lights go out, till my legs give out. Can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out. And my hyper raps, I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse. Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out. Can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out. And my hyper raps, I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse.
Alright guys, we're back here looking at this beautiful car. This is number 555 Tau Energy Drink sponsored car driven by Craig Wesley tonight. Jason, I was just quickly going through these drivers while we were looking at that video, and we've got some silly fast drivers here. We've got some previous league winners here, and we've got championships here, guys that's taken previous championships. I'm looking at guys that entered for this league. Here we've got, I mean, yourself, but I mean, you're quite fast as well. But let's give the credit where credit's due. So Gerard Niemand, I think, is the biggest Renault fan in South Africa. This guy loves Renault. I think he needs to marry we'll find him somebody whose name is Renault. But anyway,
he's actually spamming my Facebook because every 5 minutes uploaded picture of his new Renault. So yeah, definitely the biggest Renault fan we've got on track tonight.
The big Renault fan. Anyway, we go back to his dad. Nice to see father-son action again in SSRL as well, with Johan Niemand that's joined him. Local boykie Wayne Lockham, also nice to see him on the track here. Donnie van Rooyen, remember Donnie was one of the winners of a recent oval track we got. Then we got Mr. John Henry Vaughan, Polo Cup driver, real life. He's also in there. Sean Webber's in the house. Mr. Richard Clark, I think he's the guy that knows this track the most from everybody here.
Can we just jump to Donnie's car quickly? I just want to see if that skin is loaded correctly.
I don't think
it's going to be a dark blue maximum effort, because I know he said he couldn't make it tonight.
He's not on the server currently. He's not in linked here. He's not there.
Oh, you're just talking about Donnie. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Donnie now on the lights. And then Kyle Hardeman, nice to see him as well there. Scott Hardeman, another father-son. Then Mr. Rob van der Heef, I think is one of the newest sim racers in South Africa currently, but doing exceptionally well. I mean, freaking hell, for a guy that in his second race running with the top runners, that wants to get done. Stefan Kloete is there. Janu van der Westhuizen. Hey, nice to see Janu back in action as well. Also one of our Polo Cup drivers. And hey, he likes to roll his track around. Anyway, as we go almost into qualifying here, Jason, we've got 1.5 minutes and then we shall get into qualifying.
Yeah, so basically the boys are all on now. So we're just going to skip straight through to quali. Like you said in the beginning, it's a kind of a super pole setup where we've allowed the guys only 6 minutes to qualify. The reason for that is because these oaks are all super fast. So we're throwing a spanner in the works to see that, you don't have all that time to build up the tire pressures, build up the tire heat, build up the grip. So now we're going to see the true talent come out. So yeah, let's jump through to the quali and let's have a look.
50 seconds to go here. Also internationally, I'm looking at some other drivers here that's getting it. You've got Michael Rust that is also from Namibia, and he's racing as well with Melvin Goos. So definitely 2 races as well from Namibia side.
Yeah, most definitely. Those boykies are quick, and I mean, we've all had the opportunity to race against them, and they are real race car drivers. So tonight, or especially in SSRL, I mean, we've got 4 Polo Cup drivers here that are excellent in real life. So, and they've been showing their worth on the stream and on our servers too. So we definitely have some good talent here.
Yeah, no, it's going to be an interesting race. I mean, these guys heated up. We've got thousands of laps that was done in practice service. Thousands, Jason, not even joking. So these guys really know this track. I spoke to Rob earlier and he says to me, it's muscle memory. He remembers this track like the back of his mind now. He doesn't even have to look where it turns. He just knows it already.
Yeah, look, the guys put in, like I said in the beginning, the guys put in the time, put in the hours, put in the effort. And I mean, it shows you on track. So, but yeah, quality is about to start. Well, it's just started. Let's see what this boykies can do with the 6 minutes they've been given. I think the times would be close, but I think if they had more time, they would be much closer. But let's see.
Yeah, and
proof is in the pudding.
I think as the track will rubber in, we should see some faster times. I mean, qualifying or practices, we had some very low 126s, almost scratching on the corner or on the tip of a 125. But I think we might hit 125. I just got a funny feeling. The track is going to rubber in. The sun is almost quite out here. And remember, look at that nice sunset there that's bringing up. So I think we're going to get to that.
Look, I think, to be honest, if it's a group of three to four cars that's tailing each other, it's possible to break into the 25s. But I mean, if there's a bit of a gap here and there, 26s, I think that's going to be race pace. But the oak that does break the 25 on his own, I mean, that's true talent there.
Yeah.
And, I mean, these oaks have all tried to push to the 25s. And I mean, someone like Blake Kruger, that, as we know, he's an excellent sim race driver. I think he came third or fourth in the Samola Hill Climb. And, I mean, he was doing 126.3s, 126.4s, and then last night, they were just about to break the 26s. So they put in a little bit of extra effort just before the race day.
Yeah.
Indulged in the, like you said, the muscle memory.
I normally say it's a little bit of a slower pace and race pace, but you guys must remember the track is heating up. This does simulate as well when, you know, the truck does rubber in. So it's going to get there. But as we see now, right on the top, Gerard Niemand is now on his first flying lap as he's now coming across. I think this shall be Cocobanas, if I'm not mistaken,
Yes,
hitting the
that's
back
Cocobanas,
straight
yes.
now. This also tops them out, and you can see as he hits the brakes here, putting on that fog lights for us, Gerard. And then, yeah, he's going to get in here and hard on the brakes as they're going to start entering the S's as well. And this is a tricky corner. We've seen it in many leagues. The guys like to spin out here, and exciting. Sometimes we had, I mean, remember the likes of Blake Kruger that was running, I think it was him and Wayne that was running two abreast through the S's in the previous leagues. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, definitely. Look, I mean, you can remember I was running first in the endurance race for SRA and the Genettas. And I can remember watching the stream over and over, and I lost it in the S's, and it nearly cost me my race. I think I nearly cost you an heart attack as well.
Yeah, yes, that night. Yeah, I remember that. I even stood up from my desk, and I was like, no way. But anyway, as you see, Gerard here bringing in the first lap, 127.3, crack off by Chris Ratloff, which I think is a new driver from me in my eyes.
Chris Ratloff is a local boykie, local race car driver on his own track.
Another one, 127.3, and then David just killed him with 127.04. So we
another local boykie.
Hey, the local knowledge here does go a long way. But I must also say, you know, thanks to the likes, and I'm going to refer back to Peter Grobler. I mean, thanks for making this track as well, because after local guys, you know, that's what makes sim racing great. It's the camaraderie, it's the friendship, it's the you know, it's you and I never met, but sometimes I like you and sometimes I'm like, oh.
Yeah, look, definitely sim racing or gaming in general brings the community so much closer. I mean, someone like Lucas Mankies, I'm not sure if you've ever spoken to him, but many years back when we started sim racing, which was in the early 2014, 15s, and I went to his house last weekend for a drive for the third time since I've ever started racing with him. So you definitely make new friends and so on. It definitely brings people closer.
Yeah, and you've got one thing in common, and you know, it keeps you off the streets. And what's also really nice to see is that you've got real race drivers and you've got sim race drivers, and they compete so bloody close. They don't even go there. First 126 for Gerard, and just killed him off. Chris as well, 126.5. He didn't let Gerard take that honor for very long. Let's see who's going to come through next. Peter Grobber going to go flying out now, as he should also almost come over the line. Let's see what Peter Grobis does as Grobis close it down. 127.4 so far. No, he jumps right up, 126.7. So he's just behind. Grobis is doing exceptionally well. But have a look here. There's almost a race already between Johnny Lee on qualifying and Craig Wesley from Tower Energy. They're racing each other, but Johnny should have a good slip, as Craig is actually pulling, and look at Johnny now. Gonna overtake him. I wonder if we've got the family of Mosses watching here. I know Tommy is also racing tonight. And then yeah, we'll see if Mom and Dad is also in the house. How's it, Melvin? I see you in the chat here. Sean Croney, thanks, bud. Sarko, welcome, guys. Lucky to see you guys in the house as well. In Nederik Steenkamp, hey, lucky to see you as well, buddy. Thanks, I appreciate it.
So just to give you a bit of a background of Sarko, Sarko is run by Dylan Hall, and he was one of the guys that we started with. Our very first, how can I say, our very first championship I hosted was a Clio Cup, and that was back in 2016. And we all raced on PlayStation 3 or 4 back then. I can't remember, I think it was 4. So that's Dylan from Sarko, and the boykie in front, Chris Redbull, is actually driving for the Sarko team.
Awesome. Now with qualifying overtime comes in. We see times locked up already. Dennis Mitchell. Yes, that just reminded me one thing. I need to get my car off the track on race start. I keep forgetting that one. Anyway, let's see.
Ferrari on track.
Chris Ratloff now finish off one and pole there for this race. Peter Grobis in second. This is where Peter wants to be. I think. Where's his time now? Yeah, Peter likes to be in second position. Always has a great toe off. Brilliant Renault. Yeah, Gerard Niemand is almost going to come, and he's on his last lap, but I don't think he's going to finish this one off. He's in third position. Dylan Versace in fourth. David Burberry in 5. Michael Russ. Lekker Michael. Goed om jou te sien hier so by ons. En ja, ek hoop alles is goed daar in Namibia, in Windhoek waar jy is. Dennis Mitchell, nice for him. Also local boykie in 7th. Janu, goed om jou te sien, Janu. En dan Craig Wesley from Tower Energy in 9th. Johnny Lee Marsham in 10th. And then I will just wrap up number 10th position or 11th.
So we've got Dylan Versace there in 4th. A very good time there for him as well. He's one of the SSRL admin members. He helps with getting things going here. But yeah, I'm very impressed with Dennis Mitchell's time, because he's probably going to hate me for this, but he literally arrived and drove 10 minutes before the server went. He asked me where can I download the car and things. So I mean, he's hosting his own leagues as well at Sim Experience. Some good racing there in the Aussie V8s. I've joined 1 or 2 there. But yeah, well done. Just joined the track, just joined the new car, never practiced, and he's not being so bad. But I mean, Dennis Mitchell, as we know from SRA, has always been fast.
Always fast. No, I'm just looking at some of the skins here while we've got some time and waiting for race 1 to start off, as we're going, just as we say that, we're going over to our overtime minute. 1.5 minutes to go. It's going to be an interesting one. What do you say? Who's your money on? Come, jinx it.
Jinx it. Look, I'm not gonna take anything away from our SSRL members like Dylan Versace. I mean, he might not be quick on qualifying, but he's definitely got the potential, and he's focused during a race, and I've had the opportunity to race against him multiple times. I think Chris Radloff and John Henry Vogan, that's going to be tight, because I mean we've got 2 real race drivers going head to head there. Peter Grobler as well, very quick, very consistent. But to put my money on someone, I think I'm going to go with Chris.
Yeah, and Chris there for tonight. Don't write Janu off. I think he's there.
Yes,
Michael
definitely.
Rust is very consistent. You know, if there's somebody that can do lap after lap after lap, it's Michael or Gerard. Chris has done a good flyer, but I think it's also one of his new races. And like Blake said, corner 1 is going to be an interesting one. Brakes are cold. A lot of cars on each other. It's going to make an interesting corner 1. So if these guys can get through there, it should be.
Can you jump through to David's car quickly?
David Burberry. There we go.
I just wanted to show the people on the stream that this is Richard, David, and another friend of mine, Brent Stradom. That's their company, AV Concepts. They do all house automation, sound, and everything. And they actually got someone to build this skin for them. So someone built this for them, sent it through to them, and I mean, it's one of those that are perfectly done. Yeah, so you've got carbon fiber on the roof scoop. It's crazy, the detail that went in here.
No, the guys put a lot of effort in. I mean, Dylan Fasagi, this little monkey on the
Yes,
thing.
that's it, crazy monkey.
I
that's
gotta
it.
love it. And then sometimes you see funny writing. Some people will
Yeah,
write
look
some
at
funny
that.
things
Have
off.
you seen the dead bull there, or the bad bull? What's it say at the back
Yeah,
there?
bad bull. But you know, it takes a bit of things. I can saw Peter Grobler had some funny things on the back here.
Ooh, yeah.
And then we've got Joni Lee Marcham, and I won't pronounce that, but that's also some funny names that's been coming with Joni Lee for a long time. But I mean, look at this little witchy that's here,
Papachulo.
that's hidden away. So Chaos Computers. So yeah, 1 minute to go. You know, the guys really put a lot of effort in.
Definitely.
I mean, Janus, his car just looks like a real race car. And I mean, I've got to say, hats off. These Polos are fun to drive.
You mean Clio? Sorry, I'm
Clio.
How much money are you sponsoring already?
I'm gonna, yeah. Let's do this because I've been hitting this word for the last month now.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, there's a car that Melvin Gous built.
Brilliant car.
For the new leagues that are called SRAC, Sim Race Africa Crew. So the whole new vibe around their community is to physically challenge other communities. So they want to set up things where they can challenge SSRL or Sim Race Experience, or the guys from Sarko, for example, or some guys from, I think it's SRSA.
Yeah, SSRA, I think. SSA, yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
SRL, whatever. Yeah.
getting back
Even
to
these skins.
Gerard
Excellent.
Niemand, Concept 3D. I mean, guys, they do racing rigs in Pretoria. Brilliant, sturdy stuff. So give them a shout as well. John Henry Vaughan is out here. Also,
Sorry,
in his car.
yeah, but the countdown's coming here. Get ready.
Oh, wow, I've got to get my car off the track here now.
As soon as it starts, you can jump off here.
Alright, let me just get my car to the
Chris Randolph
pits.
with a great start there.
Yeah, sorry guys, just gonna get my car off the pits here. But anyway, now out into first corner. Here we go, lights out and action. Chris Randolph in the first place, Peter Grobler now in third as he's tucked in behind, I think, John Andrew Vaughan.
Not there, but I think that was
Janu.
Jan van der Westhuizen.
Yeah, Janu, yeah, Craig is also in the action out, but getting back to the front quickly. Here they go, two abreast in the corner, running a little bit wide here by Michael Rust as well, but he's still action. Peter Gerard Niemand hard on the brakes as they coming right down into Coco Banners now. And I mean, guys, look at this, it's fighting. Peter Grobler is now being chased down. Dylan Fasagi, David Birdbury and Michael Rust all sniffing down on Peter and not going to let him breathe. But Peter's looking up onto Gerard Niemand, Chris Radloff, and then have a look at John Henry Vaughan. He just jumped right to the start as he had a brilliant pull-off there.
Yeah, I don't know where we missed that, but I'm almost certain that Chris Radloff had a great pull-off, but the colours of the cars is so close. And I must admit, my screen share at the moment, quality has dropped a lot, so I can't really see any names. But yeah, awesome close stuff already from the first lap. Here we go.
Here we go. As they come into the first lap completed now out of 10, you can see John Henry Vaughan and Chris Radloff just running a little bit wide there, and then Gerard Niemand in third position being chased down with Peter Grobler. And I think Peter's going to get him here as he's getting a slip out. Look at Peter now. He's going to dive on the inside, I suspect. There we go. Peter on the inside now, pushing really hard. And let's see if he's going to go. Who's got the balls on the brakes? And then, yeah, other side, look at that wheel lifting up from Peter's car as he's sticking it, making it stick. And Gerard just come in and he's losing it. A little bit of a tail wag. Oh, Gerard, he just...
That was close.
But well done. I mean, look at him regaining control there. Back, look at this. Another big fight here. Michael Rust is under big pressure now. Well, no, he's putting big pressure onto David, actually, as David is trying to not let Michael go through. But I think Michael has taken him here. Yeah, Michael has. But David is going to fight back as he's looking out to the inside on this back straight as they're going to go hard under the braking for butts. And I think David should take him here. But then we've got the SS. Two abreast. Yeah, there we go. David almost off, and he's running a little bit off the track here.
I see Clinton Lucero at this Lucero. I wonder what actually happened there. We'll find out afterwards.
Yeah, he just doesn't in there. But back here, Johnny Lee Marcham has a good battle with Craig Wesley here from Thai Energy Car, and they also there. And Johnny Lee, one of the few sim race females that I know in South Africa. I'm trying to think of somebody else, to be honest with you. But I know there is some of the racing in other leagues, but always been popular for us and a good driver. I mean, where she came from and where she's now, she's keeping it up with these boys. And Yeah, she always gets a little bit of support and pull from her brother as well, Tommy Leary. But anyway,
No, most definitely. She's the only woman I know that races with us, and she's talent. She's got talent. She's sometimes very hard to pass.
yeah,
She puts up an excellent fight.
she gives it to the guys here definitely as well, as she's not backing
So
down.
if I look down here, Dylan Versaki is hot on the heels of Peter Grobler here. I want to see if he's going to make it in the corner here.
Ooh, a little bit of smoke as they go through Coco Banners there into the back straight. Jarno van der West hasn't disconnected from server. I think he's also battling a lot on his car. But here we go. We've got Dylan Versaki now chasing down Peter Grobler. And right at the back of that, here's another good battle here. David Burberry and Craig Wesley and Michael Rust is also in position for 6th place as they're not letting up there. Going through the S's now. We've got these guys. Check these cars lifting up.
Yeah, I must admit, the physics, the way the car was built, so it is a paid mod that was paid by Garrett Newman, the love of Renault, so he offered us to use the car for the series, and I mean, the car is extremely built well. I mean, the noises it makes, the chassis actually makes the squeaky noises. Like you said, when some of these cars go around the corners, their rear tires will actually go up in the air and stand still, like we do in real life. You know? Yeah. That's definitely an excellent built mod, and they drive something nice.
Alright, here we go. It's back to 2nd position now. Chris Radloff is trying to chase down John Henry Vaughan, but I think John Henry's just so far, you can't call it, it's only in the middle of the race, but he's setting in at fast pace. I mean, he's got that real life experience behind him as well. So we've got a real life driver versus a sim race driver in this side. Gerrit Niemand is also lone sim tonight there. We'll play him a little bit of full comments a bit later on. And then we've got this big battle here. Dylan Versaki, Peter Grobler. Peter just holding out. He's not letting Dylan Versaki pass him as they come down this back straight. Big fight at the back. Just have a look. David as well. He's not letting Michael Rust, as these two keeps changing positions. And Craig has joined that fight as well now.
Yeah, look, one thing that happens in real racing is, especially the sim, as soon as you start battling with another driver, it allows the other drivers behind you to catch up. Oh, huge lock up there from...
Oh, touch! There was a touch there by Craig Wesley onto David, but nothing went bad there. I actually think there was a slight lag spike there, because if you look at the car... Yeah, it just...
I think David's almost got a high ping as well. See his name went through the yellow.
Yeah.
It seems okay now.
So, I mean, it's virtual, you know, things like this happen. But David looking at the outside now as he's onto Michael Rust. Hard on the braking, on the inside. Who's going to get... David's going to make it stick here. Michael's going to let him pass. But Michael's not giving up. Look at him. He's hitting like a turbo boost button there as Michael is pulling out under David with Craig Wesley just towing them, waiting for these two oaks to make a mistake and him capitalizing. Michael now.
The slipstream is so crucial here because these cars in these long straights, I mean, you can see now Craig Wesley is going to catch into that slip, and if he keeps it behind Michael Rust there, he will actually be able to take him into Cocobanas. You know, it depends if he breaks a second or two later. Let's see, this is going to be...
This is almost 3 abreast here. The 3 sideways coming into Cocobanas on the back straight. This is going to be the break. Butts bent. Oh no, into Coco's.
Coco's, yeah, looks like David.
Oh, look at the front. Just look at the front. Craig here. Chris Radloff right onto John Henry. They've got seconds between each other now, and I think Chris is going to make this one stick as John Henry almost loses it, but Chris just tapped off slightly there. You know, there's always another corner to overtake. He doesn't have to do it today.
Yeah, definitely, and the guys know, you know, it's good to battle like this, but like in my opinion, if they come down the straight, you will take that position back.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got your slipstream playing in effect here, and we've just seen it with David Burberry now coming down past spotters through Rifle, Cocobana, he had them.
That's it. Dylan Versaki and Peter Grobler still battling out. Dylan just overtook Peter from the previous lap as these guys keep changing position, but so far brilliant clean driving, I must say. It looks really, really, really well. These guys does behave. It's also a 10 car grid, so it's not that far, but yes, you know, they still think.
Yeah, it's a pity we actually lost Jarno van der Westhuizen and Clinton Besson, which are also real Paddock Cup drivers. I'm not really sure what actually happened there. I know there was a bit of a contact down the first, from the start, down the main straight, but I'm not too sure if they had a pink spike or actually race incident, but we'll find out afterwards. But going back to the front here, I mean, Chris and John Henry are just giving it
Big
absolutely horns here.
Now we've got 3 fights. John Henry Vaughan, Chris Ratloff. Then we've got a fight here. Dylan Versaki, Peter Globo. These two is not letting each other go. I mean, they're rubbing off this little toxic green on this. What is this? Black. And I think it's Peter's bumper is appropriate for Dylan at this moment in time.
If you look at Gerrit Boeman's Delta as well, he's slowly catching the 2 front runners there, because the way they are battling is allowing actually the whole pack up until about Dylan Versaki, Peter Globo to actually catch him. So it's going to be quite interesting the last 4 laps we've got left there. I mean, the battle between David and Michael Rust and Craig, I see the gaps are pretty well open there. So it's just giving him a bit of a breathing space.
It's races like this, you just want to carry on. You don't want it to stop, because sometimes you hate 2-hour races, but for some, I just want this one to go on. This one, change the server, make it a 100-lap race. Let's go. Anyway,
no,
now.
Definitely, and it's such an easy car to drive. But here we go. We've got Chris hot on John Henry's bumper here. Let's see if we can make it.
That's it. 211 k's an hour, 6 gear, flat out here for Chris Radloff, as he's going to be hard under the braking, trying to take John Henry Vaughan into the sunrise here at this moment in time. And look at him on the inside, outside, as he's going to go there, hard under the braking.
Good braking move there from John Henry to stand inside line.
And John Henry just pushing him off there slightly, letting him not pass. I mean, John Henry had the racing line there, to be honest, but brilliant driving, and kudos for Chris for not attacking him.
Yeah, look, Chris, like I said, Chris is a local boykie from East London. Him and his brother actually are well known in East London. They actually work on a lot of people's race cars on the local boykies here, so they actually race. And I mean, he knows the track.
Well, both these guys, John Henry also raced here, obviously in Polo Cup a lot, in Aussie Cup, so he knows this race as well. Chris there in second position, Gerrit Niemann still in his lonesome position there in third. But
yeah,
great.
I'm sure he's waiting for that boost button just to catch those front tires.
We should have some push to passes here, but
yeah, most definitely.
Gerrit is doing great, I must say. Now, a little bit of a breather.
Dylan Versaki and Peter? I mean, look at that big gap.
That's what I just say. There's a bit of a big gap there between Dylan. He might have probably lost it in one of the corners. 2 odd laps to go as these guys are starting. And then Michael Russ is still, he's not really fighting as much more on Craig, but Craig has actually overtaken Joni Lee. So, yeah, he's now attacking David, and I think he's going to have Michael Russ in his sights. If this was maybe 3 or 4 laps longer, it's going to become an interesting battle for 7.
Most definitely. And I'm not sure what actually happened to Dennis Mitchell as well. See, he's right at the back. I'm not sure if he was maybe caught up in that incident at the start of the race. We all know Dennis Mitchell is very
quite fast. Yeah, he was actually in second position pull-off, so there must have been something happening on his side. But anyway, let's go and have a look. Side-by-side action now as these guys go. Chris and John Henry Vaughan through the S's. Who's going to make a stick as John Henry clips that side, almost running off on the inside here. But look at Chris. He's now gaining a lot onto JHV at this moment in time. Out of here, through the sweep. Here they go. Let's go see. 2 laps to go. Going to be an interesting one.
Chris is going to have to make a move now in the next lap, because if he doesn't, he's going to run out of time. Because the issue with this is, you know, if you make a move, you need to pull a gap, otherwise it's just going to slip you, going to catch you again. So maybe he's playing it clever, maybe he's going to leave it for the last lap. He actually slips him and take
oh, there we go, yeah, on the inside. Look at John Henry now pushing out to the right. He's not going to let Chris Radloff come past, but Chris now looking out on the inside, outside, as these guys are towing each other.
Here it comes.
So here we go, Chris on the outside now as he's going to push through. John Henry Vaughan's looking in this mirror, left, right, what's going to go through? And clipping this corner out, John Henry is, yes, he's protecting he's keeping that position of his good, eh?
Yeah, no, look, he's definitely using his race tactics here, as you can see.
The situational awareness, I must just commend this guy on. I mean, he's having somebody millimeters. Let's have a look at this car going through the corner. Let's see how...
I think Eli Corsa must be screaming at these
race crew. Anyway, let's go and have a look at these guys. Just a little bit of action as they're coming through and see how close these guys actually get onto each other. Let's try and find a cockpit view here. Look at John Henry view. Right, hard under the braking, clipping through in the SS. Here we go. John Henry sweeping left, right as a touch here. Bumper action as he's stunning John Henry. Move it up, buddy.
Move it. I'm coming.
Yeah.
Left to go. Get a good one.
Just a slap there now and then has got nothing to worry anybody about. Anyway, out through the sweep now, back straight up, getting back to 5th gear, 200 k's an hour, hard on the brakes, into Beacon. Who's going to make this thing? Craig should now just undercut him on the inside as he's going to go through, and let's see what's going to happen on this main straights now. Chris now on the outside as John Henry Vaughan protects that inside again, as we've seen him done this 3-4 times in the previous laps, as this is now our final lap. Chris now looking on the inside, 204 kilometers an hour, hard on the braking, no touching of the brakes at all, as these guys rub each other up, and if they carry on like this, False Collins is definitely coming out a little bit later. They say rubbing is racing, but damn, not so much. Anyway, now...
Well, I hope these oaks don't take each other out. Let's see. Let's not give them confidence curse, but well done for keeping it so close.
Brilliant driving so far. I mean, these guys... Look at it. There's another touch. John Henry Vaughan just slightly bumped Chris, but Chris has not lost any time through that little incident. He's actually brilliant to keep that car onto the tar where it's supposed to be. Now entering through Butts Bend, and then going to be hard on the braking on the S's. Look at these cars swerve slightly. John Henry Vaughan cut that corner again. Here we go. Chris now on the outside as he's going to try and make up with John Henry. This race is far from over. 2 corners to go. Oh, it's going to make an interesting finish.
Yeah, it's going to be tight up the back straight into Beacon. But I think, I don't know, I might be wrong. Chris might just play it safe just to go into the final race, or he might just up-brake himself here and try and overtake him. Oh, there he goes on the outside. Let's see what he does.
Final move now, cut on the inside for Chris as he's bumping John Henry forward.
There we go.
That's it, but well done. Good racing them. Leaders and winners for this night. John Henry Vaughan first, Chris second, Gerard Niemann crossing the line in third, Peter Grobber brings it home in fourth, Dylan Versaghi, great runs, 5. David Burberry now still in a slight fight with Craig in 6. Craig, brilliant drive to come from right at the back to 7th position, amazingly. Mr. Vin took himself, you've got Michael Rust bringing it home there, Johnny Lee in 9th, well done for her for being there, and then Mr. Dennis Mitchell rubs it up in the back here.
Well, that's, you know, it's a pity that we were 8 cars short for the first heat, but well done to these guys that made it through. We've lost 2 or 3 drivers during the race. But I mean, all these oaks are going through to the final, so I think they're all probably saying, geez, we're lucky. Because I mean, everyone was talking about, oh, you know, we have to drive so hard, we need to get to that top 10. So these oaks have got a green card, so it's going to be see them in the final.
That's it, yeah. Oh, we've got oh no, that's not a final lap. I just wanted to say there can't be another lap coming in here.
No, I think it's just the race over time. So we agreed to the guys to just please go back to pits, you know, and I think that's what they're doing now. Well done. We've got our winner there, John Henry and Chris. I mean, what a battle from the word go. I mean, those guys from the start, they just gave it on.
Who do you've got there? Do you want to have a chat with somebody? I don't know who's in the...
Yeah, I think we can pull in Dylan Versaghi said he will come and say hello to us. I mean, he's one of our admin members. I think we can pull him through here. Let's get him in here.
You got him? Move to... Correct. Hey Dylan. Oh no, he's in the driver's briefing now.
Okay, wait. So I think let's
He's in
there
here.
we go.
How's it, Dylan?
Yes, guys, how are you?
Hey, like a booty. What a drive, eh?
Yeah, I have to say I was quite cautious there in some of the corners because it's quite difficult to spot your braking markers when there's someone in front of you, especially there in Rifle, going down to Cocobana. But yeah, I have to say I'm driving too cautious for these guys.
Now, you had a great battle there with Michael Russ for quite a long time, and you guys actually got very close to each other. Overall, how do you find this sim racing in general?
Charles, I'm gonna put you there. I think you're thinking of Dylan Hall.
Oh, Versaghi, you were racing now as
yes,
well.
Versaghi, yes. I was in 5th racing Peter.
That's it. Oh yeah, you and Peter was actually battling the whole night. Yes, you guys were bloody damn close.
But yeah, getting back to your question about the sim racing, yeah, I have to say, my father that actually drove oval tracks, seeing him driving and stuff like this, I have to say this is quite similar, of the nearest thing that you'll actually get to the real thing. And I have to say, I'm enjoying it to the bits.
Yeah,
especially with some of these guys are massively competitive.
And they're fast. I mean, sometimes you wonder how can somebody be 2-3 seconds faster than you.
Yeah, that's the question we ask many times. like we refer to them as the aliens.
That's it. But it happens. Anyway, Dylan, all the best for your final race. You've automatically obviously gone through to the final.
Yes.
So yeah, all the best for you there, and hey, keep it up. You guys are doing good there.
Awesome, thanks, man. Most probably I'll stay here with you and Jason in the commentators box, and hopefully join you guys with commentating.
Hey, you're always welcome. It's always good to have a third one in. But
Yes.
guys, as we now mentioned to you guys, live sponsor for this event, we've got Tau Energy Drinks. Have a look quickly at Tau Energy Drinks. What are they and what are they about?
Tau Energy Drink is a new-to-market premium powdered energy drink. We launched last year in July of 2020. We are currently available in selected retailers. We also have an online store, which can be found at tauenergydrink.com, where we sell both product and also merchandise. So we'd appreciate if anyone wanted to come across to our website and do some online shopping. Our energy drink is sugar-free. It is based on a premium energy drink, so it's got all the great quality ingredients such as caffeine, guarana, taurine, D-glucuronolactone, inositol, and B vitamins 2, 3, and 6. This mixture will enable you to have better focus during the day. It will lift you up if you're feeling a bit flat. It's good if you need a concentration for events. We think it's a perfect kind of product for the gaming community, for guys who are sitting up at night and needing that extra bit of boost of energy. Our formulation is a slow release formulation, so it's not going to give guys a massive rush at the beginning and then drop them. It's designed to be slow releasing and give sustained energy when you need it most. Our powder format is unique in that we are a 5-gram sachet that, when mixed with 250 ml of water, creates a effervescent, great tasting energy drink.
Righty guys, there you've got it. Tau Energy Drink. Pop over to the website, go and support them. I'm honestly do use their products when I do go and play a round of golf, and it's great tasting. It does work, and I actually think I need to get a little bit of a bulk pack in my house and just every morning have a shot. It really does work. But anyway, now we had a local boykie, Blake Creer, run East London track in real life. Have a look at what the virtual and the real one is.
Thanks, Jason. Yes, and welcome to all. Ready for the Clio Cup hosted by SSRL. Thanks again to all those guys putting in all the efforts. We're going to do a quick run around the track here while there's still some people on the track prepping the circuit. Obviously it will be in the virtual race today, but yeah, so this is where the action is going to start. 17 to 20 cars on the grid coming down the main straight. Pull off is so important there. It's all going to be about clutch control and getting that perfect traction off the line. Headed down the main straight now. The guys are in 5th gear. It's almost on rev limiter, going into 6th gear. It's so important this corner not to scrub off too much speed, because you're almost at full revs, so you really got to carry your speed. Cut the corner in, just clipping the apex and running wide and straight as quickly and as fast as you can, not to scrub off any speed. These guys are going to have to really run it right here to carry their speed through here and not lose any time. Probably 2 or 3 cars going to be abreast here. The cars are all evenly matched, so it's going to be tight. Then approaching rifle, also cutting once again. Guys are still checking the circuit here. Just clipping the apex. Some guys are actually going to go 2 wheels on the grass there. It's a bit risky, but you can make some time. Right down here there will be braking markers on course on race day. All the way down, hard on the brakes to 3rd gear. Such an important corner where you can lose and gain so much time if you get your drive out here right. Clipping the apex, understeering full power, running it wide again as fast as possible. Heading up towards Butts corner. Flat out again. It's all going to be used. Got the inside line here. going to have to, this is Butts corner, they're going to have to cut this corner as tight as they can, brake in a straight line, back down to third gear, hard on the brakes, accelerating before the apex to carry your speed all the way through, clipping that one, coming into the S's now, bit slower in, full on the power again, probably going to understeer here a bit, back again off the brakes here, get the smoothest line so you can power on as early as possible to carry that speed all the way down through the sweep, running it wide again, third up to fourth, holding it tight here without scrubbing too much speed off, smooth on your steering inputs here. It's so important to not scrub off any speed. Once again, as wide as possible, get that wheel straight as soon as you can, up down towards Beacon, very tight hairpin here, probably a meter or two before the change in surface here, down to second gear, going to be trail braking a lot here to hold the inside line here, on second gear, keeping it tight and powering as early as possible, running it wide, not too much wheel spin with these front wheel drive cars. And that's a lap of the East London Grand Prix track. 17 to 20 drivers, going to be action packed. Good luck to all the guys, and yeah, back to you Jason in the commentary box.
Righty guys, we are back here. That was Blake Creer, who's going to race now by the way, but that was him driving this track in real life, and as you can see they're actually using it for learner drivers as well, so it gives you a little bit of perspective of how close this virtual in really is. So yeah, servers up in 26 seconds. We will do qualifying for race number 2, and who's our drivers, Dylan, in this race?
Let's just have a look here on the drivers list.
So just while he's having a look there, I just want to apologize to the viewers watching. There's some technical glitch where some of the drivers are not actually driving in their original skins that they designed. I'm not too sure why it actually has done that, because about 80% of the field is actually in their cars. So I just want to apologize to the teams out there that has now obviously done the effort to actually make skins. We'll get it right for the next one. Sorry, back to you, Dylan.
Yes, so drivers list for second lead is Clinton Seidler, Ron Goos, Richard Clark, Johan Niemand, Wayne Lockham, Sean Webber, Rob van Heever, Warwick Stewart, Stefan Kluter, Lucas Meintjes, Eddie Valguera, Tony Achtaran, Wesley, Blake Kruger, Dylan Wall, Sean, okay, I can't really pronounce that surname, Tommy
Sean, Mr. Sean Lerero, he's the most consistent guy.
What a butcher, what a butcher.
And then Melvin Goos and Adrian Nel.
Sorry, just back to you there, Charles. Is there any way that we could get the standings a bit bigger than 10? I see it's just showing the top 10.
Let me quickly have a look at the configs.
So I'm sure some of our viewers would want to see some of the guys in the backfield. But I mean, if it's too much of a thing now, don't stress about it too much.
I'll try. Let's see. Open Sands. Race Tower. Number of cars, we've got 38, so we're not 100% sure why it will show us that that one, my buddy, but we'll definitely try and fix in the future. Let me just see if I can maybe have Bcast. Just stick with us, we'll try and find something else now. Easy conflict. Bcast, let's see, info size 10, let's try bigger. Standing size, oh no, that's a little bit too big. There we go, let's hope that sort of fix it out.
We'll just have to jump through the cars, but what I'll do is as well, I will just keep open the admin panel and you can actually see a live timing screen as well, so I can just see if something has changed. But yeah, back to the front there, we've got Clinton Besaden, which is a Polo Cup driver. Just got a 142. Obviously, that's just the first outlap or the second outlap. So I think the hot laps will be coming in from this lap onwards.
Yeah,
and we've got quite a big field here.
Yeah, it's a nice field. It's some interesting drivers, fast drivers. So it's going to make an interesting race here.
some few Polo Cup drivers like Clinton side notes.
Oh, Sean Webber's nice there. Nice to see Rob as. Oh, look at that.
So local boy, Sean Weber.
I see Maximum Effort car sponsor Rob in the Tower Energy car. Johan Niemann's father of Gerard. And I'm very bet you Gerard is now sitting there and rooting for his dad. Go, Dad, go.
Well, how awesome is this? We had Gerard Niemann and Craig Wesley in the first race, which is, Craig Wesley is the father of Tyron Wesley. So we've got the father in the second race and the son of the old man Johan Niemann as well. So father and son.
That's it. And as we look at Blake Creer's car here, remember Blake just drove this Tarmac Monkeys. I love that. Anyway.
Yeah, that is our very first gang name, if you want to say that. And that was our little group. We call ourselves the Tarmac Monkeys. So if you look at another car on the grid, there is it's got Spartan Racing. So it was always the Tarmac Monkeys versus the Spartan Boys. But yeah, that was back in 2013-14.
I see Melvin Goos is in the Spartan car as well.
Yeah,
so he's
so
sure that one is just made a slight mistake there as he's going. But remember, Melvin also father-son team there in Walvis Bay. Great sim racers, live for the sport, as so to speak. And yeah, it's nice to have it there. Wayne Lockham, he's also number 94 by.
Yeah, and he's got his jack on the roof.
Oh, look at him drifting this car through the corner, and he's letting Tyron Wesley, son of Craig, Chris, pass as well. Craig, sorry. But anyway, back now to the front. Let's see as time starts rolling in.
We've got guys farming here in the S's.
Blake Creer, local boy, he jumped 126.6 as he's known this track. Janetta Cup winner, league winner. He knows this track. He drove it in real life. A little bit faster now than in real life, but yeah. Oh, Clinton. Clinton just kicked Blake off as he's wrapping in a 126.59 for Clinton. That was sort of expected.
And watch Tommy Leary. Tommy Leary just took it.
Wow, this guy's having a close qualification.
Great for Tommy, 126.4, but that's his times he was killing
and
this
Blake
whole
Krieger just beats them again.
126.4, so it's going to look like this. Josie is also in there, 126.6. Tyron, 126.7. A lot of 126s, and then we've got the back end groups of 127s. But look at Melvin, he's going to come up. Richard Clark will come up. Rob will come up. Wayne will come up. These guys are not going to settle there at 128.
Yeah, we've got Clinton Poseidon out that just beat his first personal sector time, so he's already on a flyer.
I have to say, I think this top 4 is going to be a tight battle there in the race.
Yeah, that's a better one. There we go.
That's it. I just thought of getting that one out as well. So there we go. Better racing there. Let's try and see if we can get some times up on that thing. Let's see if we can get some times to this thing. Doesn't really show any. Anyway, there we go. There we've got some times between each other. Hey, we're figuring this shit out. It's actually easy. Not joking.
Yeah, like you said, we're gonna wing it.
We have to do that. Anyway, now we can see times are coming in. 126.4 there for Blake as well. Let me just close this. Apologies for everybody. We're figuring this out as we go along. Anyway, Blake in first position now. Goos jumped up. We said Goos is not going to stick there. He just needs to warm that car up a little bit. Oh, somebody's standing right in the middle of the track there.
That's Blake.
I think it's Blake.
I don't know what he's doing there.
Oh, he's
actually practicing his pull-off there.
I wanted to say it's like the Formula One. You know, poor Max Verstappen can't qualify because everybody else just skills the qualifying lap.
So interesting fact, guys. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 guys in this race. That's all from the Eastern Cape, and that's between East London, Port Alfred, and PE. Crazy is that? All the local boys.
Got nothing to do at night. I'm joking. No, I'd rather be here than sitting outside or being outside.
Luckily, I'm from Zimbabwe.
We're from the East Rand, Benoni side, boykies. You must watch out for the Benoni boys. Anyway, guys.
I bet you your computer's got mag wheels on.
Boot. Mine is tuned.
And some neon lights.
That's it.
I upgraded my computer today with a new fan. It's fast, bro.
Yo, there we go.
Anyway, getting back now. Overtime is done. Qualifying is done. Blake Rio 126.4, first position. Nobody can kill him, I think. Josie is in second, 126.4. Tommy Leary, this guy is the king of third position. Have a look at him tonight. He always gets himself into third and he parks there waiting for people to make a mistake. He's brilliant. Then we got Clinton Persson in fourth. Johan Niemand, brilliant drive to bring it home there for him in fifth position. Tyron 6, Eli in 7th. Dylan from Sarko, he's in 8th. Sean Weber 9. Kadongs, which I believe is
Lucas
Meintjes. He's in 10th. Melvin Goos in 11th. Wayne Lockham 12th. Richard Clark 13th. Rob in 14th. And then we've got Stefansi there bringing up the rear in 15th. Interesting
So,
times.
Dylan, who's your money on here?
Well, I have to say, Blakey, I have to put my money on Blakey because, like you said, local guy giving us a track tour. I have to say, I have to put my money on Blakey.
Hey, he's driving in my car as well. He knows.
Well, even better.
Blake has just got a bit of a high ping, so let's hope that doesn't
don't take
cost
anything
him.
away from Tommy Leary or Goos. I mean,
I think
Goos came second in the Simona hill climb. He did many hours, and he just lost out. I mean, I still believe that he was probably the best overall. I mean, and then Tommy Leary, like you said, Tommy likes to hang around in third. And
He's
just wait
brilliant.
For those to slip up. I mean,
He's
he likes
brilliant.
to do that. Yeah.
Clinton beside a note, have a look at him. He's like John Henry. Those guys know how to drive, and they heater drivers. They like action. They're not cruisers. They like action. And then Johannes always Mr. Consistent as well. But Blake and Goos, I mean, look at those qualifying times, 0.002 of a second between each other. That is silly, man, silly. I'm gonna see if I can. I can't jump to the pit yet.
Yeah, you gotta wait until it starts.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, we've got what's it? 1 minute, just over 1 minute to go to start. I think this is going to be an action-packed race compared to the first one. I mean, more cars on the grid. But yeah, we've got oaks from like Melvin Goos that's going to pull through definitely. I mean, watch Dylan from Sarko. He's got a lot of talent from sim racing. And good to see Mr. Johan Niemand there. Qualified very well.
Nice. But again, how brilliant is these cars?
Yeah, no. And we've got a local, as we call the world champion of East London, Mr. Richard Clark. I mean, we will have him here after this race on our chat here, and he'll take us through a bit of the history of East London. But he's definitely a driver to watch out for as well, because he knows this track. I mean, he walks around with the wording "World Champion of East London."
Tyron, yeah,
I have to say, you're just showcasing all the cores. I have to say, some of the guys really put some hours into creating these skins, and I have to say, it looks very, very awesome.
I mean, look at this
that
car's
one, for
roof.
example, yeah, Bucky and Car Connection, local dealership here in East London. I mean, I think they've been going for the last 2 years now, when they physically opened up a dealership, and they are brilliant. They've got good cars. They do very well.
No, the guys put effort in, and it makes life so much nicer when the guys put a little bit of a local spunk to it. Hey, there's a Richard Clark's also got a nice car. That's the same one as what I think
David Burberry. Yeah, so they're the owners of the company. Hey, there we go. Got lights,
there we go. Guys, lights are on here as we're starting race number 2 for East London Clio Cup. And I made that right this time.
Yes, well done.
Anyway, on this track now, lights are coming off, and we are racing as a little bit of a jump start there by Tommy, but Tommy is out of the blocks now with Blake Rio in first position. Josie chasing him down as they're going through into Potters. Who's going to make it stick? These guys are all lining up. Nerves are cracking and palms are sweating.
Wow.
Here we go. Come, boys.
That's
Look
it
at
now.
that.
Through
That's
Potters.
good race the whole field.
We've got
Well
Tyron
done.
running a little bit wide there, but he's regained his position. Eli chasing him down. All the cars still on track as they're going through into Rifle. Big lag spike there. I think it was by Blake as he's in a big contact. There was contact. There's contact in the front.
Yeah, I think
Blake is off. Dylan's off. Wayne is still sticking it out. So yeah, I think a big jump there for Josie. Sorry, apologies. Josie went off there. Yeah, Josie went off definitely.
well, we've got Blake Kruger in the front now. I'm hoping that his internet doesn't give him problems.
But that
might cause chaos completely. Oh, we've got major chaos in the back of the S's.
Alright, we've
there's
got
cars
off
all
there,
over
which
the
is
side.
Richard Clark went off.
Johan Niemand.
Melvin Gous went off, Johan went off. Yes, we've got Rob still sticking it in there. I mean, look at Rob, he's already at 12, and it's just by guys that's losing control of their cars. So
You see, this is the thing, guys. The field is so packed now, and the boys are so eager. I mean, they've been waiting a whole week longer than what they should have, and it's proven here now. A bit of a mistake there and there.
oh, there's a
There
car.
we
Oh,
go.
fuck, my car's on the track,
car's
dude.
on the grid.
I can't get my car off. I can't. No, seriously, I can't. I can't, Jason. I can't.
Okay, I think your car should be.
It
on
says
the grass
stop your
now.
car to enter the pause menu. There we go. I just can't push it. I can't get it off. Damn, man. Always happens.
All right, let's move on. Unfortunately, that is going to be a huge hiccup for some of the drivers. They're not going to be happy with that, but we apologize for that. But back to the front, we've got Blake Krieger still 5 with Tommy, then Eli Vergara in 3rd, local Boykie Gous, and then Wesley just passing close there.
That's it now. Wesley is out on Josie. Josie regained that position as he's chasing down. Big fight at the back here. I'm trying to see whose cars is who's still in the back here, but we've got Kadongs also running a bit out into the S's as he couldn't stick it through, and the guys going through with him. Got Dylan as well as Dylan, I think, that's also past him, and then yeah, Blake Krieger now running away with it on the back straight as he's going to be hard on the brake and onto Beacon. We've got Tommy Leary as well. He's under pressure there as Eli is actually now fighting with Tommy. But like we said, Tommy likes that position where he's in.
I have to say, Blake is taking this one very, very comfortably. He's almost with a 2-second lead now.
Yeah, no, that's it. Tyron Wesley now, big fight with Josie as Jos tries to pass him, but Tyron's on the inside blocking that area off as he didn't get there. Yeah, apologies again, guys. Yes, when things get heated, I do tend to forget to get my car off. I do apologize for all the drivers, but yeah, sim racing. It was realizing, right, we're going to have medics out on the track. Anyway, get back to the front now. Wayne Lockham is also settling in quite nicely, steady as him and Richard Clark is now just cruising along. Stefan's under pressure here. As you can see, Clinton beside notes Stefan's, and we've got Dylan all fighting for that position, and a big battle actually in the back here. As you can see, the guys clear. Clinton now under pressure as Stefan's is trying to overtake him, and then we've got Dylan also looking on the inside, and as they go through the SS, who's going to take this?
Ooh, that's going to be tight there.
Yeah,
and
Clinton
Stefan
makes
is one
stick.
of our local bookies in PE.
Look at Sean.
We've got cars going wide there.
Very,
Stefan.
very wide there. Big action SS touching that. That was Sean Webber there, unfortunately. Yeah, Stefan's and Sean.
Stefan entering the track back, but
Looks like their braking markers get a bit tangled up there while they're 2 abreast going into the S's.
It's a lot of cars on track as well, guys. It's tough down there. So anyway, back to the action now. Blake is running away with this one. I think he's now settled in quite nicely. Tommy Leary Moss is in 2nd position. Eli settling in 3rd. Then we've got Josie and Tyron Wesley, who's now going to start battling as Tyron is going to start putting that pressure on. You can see, I saw something earlier and I quite like it. Tower Energy says they're the powder in power. So I must admit, that's quite cute. Anyway, back to the...
Good brand. I must admit, the owner Matt, he just called me up and said, "You want to be part of the sim racing? He wants to sponsor 1st, 2nd, and 3rd prize," which I think is brilliant. I mean, the guys do this for fun, and to do it for fun and actually get a prize, I mean, that's just the top of everything.
Running off the back here again, we've got Rob now, and then we had Dylan that was actually running very wide as he's exiting Beacon there, coming down. Oh, lie, that is actually Coco's.
Banner at the back there.
That's it, yeah, he ran quite wide there.
And you guys see the battle here for that top 10 finish. I mean, the guys are super close here to get into that 10th position.
Kadong's losing quite positions there to Melvin and to Clinton beside note as well, and Johan Niemand is also still in the fight, but a good battle here between Rob and Dylan as these 2 yellow polos, there goes another one, and Clios are battling it out for this last position at the back here, and it shows you there, even the front, mid and back, there's always battles.
mean, is Blake in a league of his own or what's happening? I mean, he's flying.
Yeah, Blake is running crazy wide. Tommy Leary Moss is now settling in quite nicely. Eli, and these guys are in a different time zone. But the big fight here is between Gous and Tyron. Look at Tyron now putting big pressure onto Gous as he's trying his best now to overtake Gous on the inside line. Going to block him off as they exit.
Sorry, can we jump there to Dylan Hall quickly? I see there's a big three-way battle happening at the backfield there.
Dylan Hall and Johan. Niemand now. Johan, quite familiar.
They're fighting for that 10th position there.
Yeah, Johan is
for the finals.
That's it.
They have to get it done. They get through, and well, there's actually a big battle brewing here. They're also chasing down Clinton and his pack here with Clinton, Gous and Kadongs as well.
Yeah, I think it's going to get quite tight there in the S's with those three.
Oh, I see Vergara just passed Tommy. Not too sure what actually happened there because Tommy had quite a big gap on Eli Vergara.
Probably just slightly missed that one as he's getting through. Tommy has actually fallen quite a lot back. I mean, look at him. He's got a big pressure now between Tyron as Gous now all got pressure onto Tommy. So he must have made a big mistake somewhere.
Must have been, I think, in the S's. Yeah. Sometimes when you flip that first curve to the right, you can actually just throw your car all over the show.
I have to say, what a pause there from Gous under braking there in the last corner on Tyron.
Tyron now looking at the outside, jumping back in on the inside as he's trying to get Gous off. But these guys have been battling lap after lap on this in. Tyron the inside now is going to make it stick as he's passing Gous. Gous can't close this gap. Tyron now needs to close this gap. Be defensive, put your shoulders out as they go through. Now Tyron has regained that position. I think he should be settling, but Gous is not going to let up. He's going to fight back hard under the brakes as Tommy Leary is now also being caught up by these two in this battle, and I'm pretty sure Tommy's got his eyes on that rear view. Oh, there is a lag. That's a lag.
That's a bad ping spike there. Yeah, who was that?
That was Tommy Leary. I think he spiked up because his car just went on straight, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just see.
I think that was
Gous. Oh, that's the end of Gous.
Yeah, he's still somewhere out. I think he's definitely now in a different time zone.
Can we jump back to Dylan Hall and them? I see the battle there is still very close to that top 10 finish.
Yeah, now look at this now. Johanna's not letting him go, Johanna's not backing off at all as Johanna's now also putting the pressure onto Dylan. And there's another battle right in front of them. I mean, look at Clinton Bissano coming under pressure now from Kadongs here as well. These guys are also fighting very hard. Kadong's actually making it stick. Clinton letting him go past as they're coming into the final turn from Beacons into the straights. And I think Clinton wants to regain that position there. Dylan now also on the outside of Johan as he's trying his best to get Johan and overtake Johan as well.
I see that little incident with Ron Gous, and I'm not too sure what exactly happened, has allowed Richard Clark to actually come up into 5th place. So I think he must be so excited now.
That's it. You can see some of these guys definitely regained a lot of positions through the race. Almost touching there. Yeah. Brilliant driving.
I mean, they both want that top 10 finish. I mean, you go through the final and you can see by the driving. I mean, this is excellent.
But while driving from Johan, I mean, he's come from, I remember when him and his son joined, and they've just really jumped the ranks quite fast. At the back now, Clinton Bissano still under pressure here with Gous as these two is fighting. Melvin Gous and Clinton Bissano out on the outside. Melvin, I mean, you know, he's also been a long-time racer, sim and real world, and he's not scared of nothing. Just put it like that.
Yeah, no. Melvin is also, you know, from founding SRA and putting the time and effort in for us to actually have races there. I mean, Charles, you were there before too, commentating on their races. He's definitely an old hand when it comes to sim racing.
Definitely, all of them. I mean, there's a bunch of great guys. Guys I do miss. I mean, Warwick. I see Warwick did enter. I don't see him here. If you ever want to see somebody consistent,
I think he's gone away for the week. I think he's taken a bit of a holiday.
Nice. But anyway, Warwick's always consistent. If you have a look at that guy, his lap times are split seconds from each other. So that wins the race, you know. Let's go see, back battle here. Now we've got Dylan also fell out a little bit, but now the fight is between Johan Niemand, who's actually sitting in 9th position now. He's regained from 11th. He took Dylan and he took Gous out, as he's now sitting lucky into 9th position. And I think this is going to be the battle to watch for the end of this race.
Clinton goes very defensive there. Oh,
Ooh,
Melvin
Clinton's
shooting
out.
out there under
Can-
break.
Oh, that Melvin just lost it there.
Just late break
Hooked it.
there, just a bit, yeah.
Unfortunately.
I think he's going to be very unhappy with himself there. I mean, that's definitely cost him a place into the finals.
Yeah, I think he's talking some tongues there now.
Definitely, I can only imagine.
Shame, man.
And I think he's playing with his VR, so I can imagine he's feeling a bit sick too now. Cars spinning around, your head spinning around, everything looks so different in VR compared to looking at a normal screen.
Anyway, somewhere on the track we still got Blake Clio who's running away with this one,
Away with it. Look at his
flashing his
flashing
lights,
bragging, yeah.
as he's trying to get through. But anyway, that's Blakey there starting off the second last lap. Then we've got Eli, great run from him, settling himself into second position. Tommy Leary in third. Wayne Lockham now settling nicely into fourth
Oh, I
as
see
well.
there's a bit of bumping going on with the top 10 oaks.
Dylan and-
Dylan and those boys. I see the live timing is going crazy here with a bit of accidents.
Yeah, they keep changing positions. I mean,
Yeah, I think they're just rubbing here. Here we go.
There's
Watch
two
that.
good
I think
races.
They're giving each other some love taps down the main straight.
Get some Phil Collins out, boys. Anyway, there we go. Battle here, and then we've got this battle here between Rob and Sean. These two guys are not letting out. Benoni versus Eastern Cape. Come on, who's going to have the biggest
Hey,
balls?
there we
go.
go.
Benoni on the outside and Eastern Cape on the inside. Eastern Cape now trying it hard under the braking as Benoni is looking out for the outside, cutting it back in, and look at that move from Rob. You can't make that one better, even if you are Jason now.
I hear you.
Fights now as well. Look at Clinton beside a note as these guys go through the Butts Bend, two abreast, almost hard in the braking under the S's. Dylan has now taken Clinton, and this is still for top 10. Clinton is off slightly, touching there, and
Oh,
Dylan is
he
now
needs to
losing it.
pushing Dylan wide.
Oh, touching for Dylan, but that has
Oh.
let Sean through, as Sean has now taken that 10th position. So Rob is now actually also breathing, as Rob has got a good old chance to get into this final as well.
I mean, look at Sean Webber. Sean Webber was right at the back. And look at this beautiful drive he's given us here. I mean, he's back in the top 10 contendership here.
Yeah, no, this is a big fight now. Look at them drifting these front-wheel drive cars through this beacon as they're now on the main straight, almost hitting third, fourth gear now as they're going through, tapping each other. Look at Sean now making a move on Clinton. He's probably going to make it stick as these guys are going through into the last bit of the straight. Sarko, Dylan disconnected. I think he knows his race is out, but Sean made that one stick, and Clinton Bassano is in 10th. Come Rob Boyke, you need to make this one out. One position to get into that final.
Yeah, I think Rob's going to give it his best. He's going to give it his all to get into that top 10 there now. Let's see what he does down into Kakabena here.
Brilliant driving.
Be light on the brakes here.
Light on the brakes there. Talking about him, sorry guys, but that was so close as he's almost made that one through.
So Clinton did really well there, going defensive just to keep his position, and I think Rob just outbraked himself there a bit.
Final lap now, the leaders are there. Let's try and have a look as we follow these guys on the back straight. We've got Blake, so we've still got some time to look at this battle that's brewing in 10th position before we will jump back and get Blake over the finish line.
Yeah, I think I'm going to pull Blake in here for us and
bring him over before he crosses. There we go. Blake just crossed the line as he's now actually finished off that position. First position, Eli second position as he's crossed. Tommy Leary, brilliant drive in third. Wayne Lockham brings it home fourth. Tyron Wesley, amazing drive in fifth. Richard Clark in sixth. Kadongs is in seventh. Johan Niemand in eighth. Great drive from Johan. I mean, definitely to get up that high. Sean Reber in 10th. Clinton in 10th, apologies, and Rob just slightly missed out with a couple of seconds for that final run. Stefans is going to bring it home here as he's cruising down in last position. Blake!
The guys.
Hey Blake, well done, bringing it home, Boyke.
Hey, yeah, I got away there. I think the guys made a little mistake, and then I just tried to keep the gap. But yeah, good fun, eh?
Keep the gap. You were already racing at Aldo Scribante.
It wasn't that far yet. But yeah, I pushed it the entire race, and the guys managed their times behind me. So the finals is going to be fun. You know, no mistakes. It's going to be close. I couldn't pull a gap there in the last 3 or 4 laps. Stayed within 0.1 of a second, so it's going to be fun in the finals. Thanks.
Well done, and you're bringing it home for Team Sukamisa. and you're racing in my car there. Very proud of you, man. Well done. And we spoke about this last night, and you were so panicking, and you're saying, "Oh, the oaks are fast," but I mean, you've just proven you've got the talent, my boy.
I'll keep it. Cheers. Thanks, guys. That's good race, yeah.
Cool. See you in the next one, the finals.
Yep, that's it. I'll be shaking and ready. Cheers.
We hope you get
Alright,
some
let's go.
action in finals at least.
Yeah, no, look, that's gonna be tough.
Who's joining in finals? Who's qualified? Do you know that, Jason?
Yeah, so we've got in the finals, we've got John Henry Vaughan, Chris Radloff, Gerard Niemand, Pieter Grobler, Dylan Versaghi, David Burberry, Michael Rusk, Craig Wesley, Joni Limos, Dennis Mitchell. Then we got Blake Kruger, Eli Vagara, Tommy Leary Moss, Wayne Lockham, Tyron Wesley, Richard Clark, Lucas Mankies, Johan Niemand, Sean Weber, and then Clinton Besaidenout.
That was great. No, it's going to be a great final. I mean, there's some good names. I'm listening to what you're reading here, and I'm like, we've got some fast guys there, and it's going to make an interesting final at the end. I'm just going to try and see if I can get one of our Oaks in here. If he can just unmute his mic, we can have a chat to our good old friend, Mr. Rob. He's probably now just walking it off, that nerves. It's funny, Dylan, that a computer game can make you nervous like that.
It does, really. I have to say, especially some of the real Oaks can actually vouch for this. You have more stressed, you're more stressed actually before a sim race than actually a real race. And I have to say, me experiencing itself, it's something else. Just after that first lap, then you get settled in, and then nerves calm, and then you just go with it.
Yeah, I remember my first race as well. I think we set off at 7 o'clock at night, and I was nervous from 3 o'clock. Literally, I was sitting. I remember there on the lights off, and I was so bloody nervous. I qualified right at the back because I was so scared not to stuff up somebody's race. And you know, if you are starting in sim racing, just get it done. You know, just finish your race. Don't go and try and win your first race. I mean, it does happen, but just finish the race.
That's true. Just build up that experience. See what the game throws at you, and just build from there. Then, like everyone else, start at the bottom and work your way to the top.
That's what it is about, and just enjoy every moment. That's what it's about. I mean, you know, you can get into sim racing. You can pop over to our website or Facebook page. Go ask some questions. There's always somebody there to help you, and you know, you can get the advice you need and help you need, and start racing. I mean, it's a fun, good, clean way. Sometimes cheap, but you can make it expensive if you want to.
That's true.
Anyway, guys, we're going to take a slight breather here of about a minute or two, and then we'll be back soon. We're just going to quickly change the service, and we shall see you soon. Just grab a coffee, time for a break, and see you guys now.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You have one shot on stage, what you got to play? Generic drops for days, still the people rage. Am I not insane? Can you stop and explain why these drops are so lame? Is money buying you fame? I'm fucking on, I'm killing it with this song. You haters can sing along or go back where you belong. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with giving up, moving on. Cause I took your girl to prom, she can't help but sing this song. Comes on till the lights go out, till my legs give out. Can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out. And my high raps, I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse. Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out. Can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out. And my high raps, I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse. She's so gone like a light switch flirting back. There's nothing wrong with the way that she's working that. I just want that body back, come on baby bring it back. I'm so gone, faded off a 30 rack. She's so gone like a light switch flirting back. There's nothing wrong with the way that she's working that. I just want that body back, come on baby bring it back. I rap with a passion, yeah, I got it in me. I've been waiting quite a long time for y'all to hear me. It's about damn time you put some stock into me. You're either sponsoring me or fucking bothering me. And the fact is, we just practice all this madness. That is why your status is like a canvas. Chances our advancement is enhancing. And this new expansion's like a mansion. Comes off till the lights go out, till my legs give out. Can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out. And my high raps, I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse. Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out. Can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out. And my high raps, I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse.
Alrighty guys, we're going to be back right now as we are just entering qualifying for our final race. We've changed the server slightly to actually get to a 4-minute qualification just because of the due size of this grid. 21 odd cars. It's going to make an interesting qualification at the end of the day. Drivers in this race, we've got Mr. John Henry Vaughan. Having a look at his car there. Got John Henry Vaughan, Chris Ratloff, Gerard Niemand, Peter Globlo. I'll do that for you. Dylan Versace is out there as well, as he's now trying to get his final race of the evening in a good position. Then we've got David Burberry there, Michael Russ, Craig Wesley, Joni Limos, Dennis Mitchell. We've got Blake Creer, Eli Viraga. We've got Tommy Leary Moss, Wayne Lockham, Tyron Wesley, Richard Clark, Godongs, Johan Niemand, Sean Weber, and Clinton Massanet. This is going to be a crazy final. 21 cars. I don't know. This is going to be chaos.
Yeah, look, I'm not too sure why we still stuck on the pits here, but the guys have gone out on quali. I'm not too sure why. Maybe because the solo is pulling through for me and you, we can't actually see them. But on the live timing screen at the moment, we've got the boys qualifying. We've got Sean Weber that's just finished his first out lap.
Let me go and refresh quickly. Maybe there's something.
Just leave the server and come
Yeah.
back, but we're all on track. And I do have a confirmation from them that they actually could see each other. So the solo qualifying did not actually go through. For some odd reason.
So just back to normal quali.
Back to normal quality, the guys are all out there. I mean, the live timings are looking crazy. You just see cars all over the track. So it's going to be an exciting final. Definitely.
I've still got 1.5 minutes left for quali, and all the cars are still on track, my butt.
Well, I'm not too sure. Well, let's see what actually happens when it kicks over to race. Maybe your screen will pull through. Because maybe your computer is actually pulling the solar quality through, and that's why you don't see other cars actually on track.
Yeah. I can see there's John Henry Vaughan at times of 1:58, Dylan Versace at 2 minutes. But I mean, that's surely some of their outlap times.
Yeah, so the fastest we've got at the moment on the live time is a 1:39, and he's about to come over the finish line. Is Gerard Niemand. Then
Cool.
From there, I'll start giving time. So he's the first one out, with Blake Kruger behind him, Peter Florber, Johan Niemand, and we will see Gerard Niemand in a, let's see the time here. He puts in a 1:27.2, Blake a 1:27 flat. The problem, sorry, a 1:27 flat. Eli Vergara 1:26.5. Tommy Leary 1:26.7. So the times are looking crazy as it is already, and with a lap to go for these guys.
I see quali by my side says 4 seconds quali.
Oh, then I'm not too sure what is going on.
Let's hope we can see the race.
We do apologize, we might be having some technical difficulties. But let's see, I've got 19 seconds.
No. I've got 15, 14, but I still got all the cars on the grid, my bud. So,
look, let's see what happens when it pulls through now on with the next couple of seconds. The qualifying will be over. So let's have a look what happens. Maybe your screen pulls through the race, you can actually see all the cars on track.
I can see times that came in. Eli Virago actually hitting it onto top position at 1:26.5. John Henry just slightly behind him, 1:26.6. Then we've got 2 exact times. How's that? John Henry and Tyron Wesley, 1:26.692 for both of them. That is him. And then look at Peter Grobler and Johan, 1:27.002 and 003. That is crazy close. That's
Johan Niemand just broke the third sector. He's fastest in the third sector. I'd love to see his time when he comes across the line.
Blake now jumped right to the top, 1:26.5 for Blake, and then Eli still sticking into second position.
Yeah, I think we just got into overtime with 40. What's it?
I've got 0. Everybody is in pits now. John.
Sure if you could just throw us.
I did one. Where's it gone to now? There we go. Another live screen. There we go. All right, now
you can see the time, so I'm sure it's going to pull through now.
I can see the times as everybody is on here. Let's just hope we can get to this race. I don't know why this server. This is the first time ever I've seen this, where the guys drive and you can't see them drive. Anyway.
We've got two guys that's still out on track. Looks like Iman and Mitchell.
There we go. So let's see, server restarts now, 1.5 minutes to go, and then we will go for racing. 10 laps for our final for our race 1 in East London. Next up, Aldo Scribante, also an interesting race course just down the road from you guys.
Yeah, look, I think it's about a 2.5 hour, max 3 hour drive from East London to PE, and then you get Scribante there. I've never physically myself driven around that track. I've been there once or twice. But it's also a very tricky little short track that's going to catch out a lot of our fast cars. And I mean, it really has. In our practice service, we had some of the fast oaks like Blake, Clinton, Bristol, and those oaks were saying, no, geez, what's going on? We're struggling on these tracks. But yeah, and then obviously Vallelunga, that's going to be...
and Brands Hatch. Yes, that's an interesting track.
Yeah, I mean, imagine, you've got a full lobby of 20 cars now going around those world famous tracks. It's going to be insane.
We had so much fun in the minis on Brands Hatch, and those things, you know, they sit like stuff in a wool blanket there. But these things are also going to be interesting. They like to lift up a wheel, and all those off-camber braking and corners. It's going to make an interesting Brands Hatch. I can't wait for that track.
Yeah, so to get back to the minis, these cars are very, very close to actually the minis, the way they were built. And I'm not talking about real life building, I'm talking about the modifications in the symbol. So, and some of the guys actually prefer the Clios over the minis because of the handling just seems a bit better.
Yeah, and also the lock setup is an interesting one. You know, everybody is exactly the same. There's no difference between them. And ja, hallo Karen, sien jy's ook op. Goed om jou weer te sien. So yeah, guys, we're getting ready now. 1.5 minutes to go, and we shall have race start of our final from East London. 21 cars. This is going to be chaos. I'm so happy, Jason, that you can keep an eye with me, because damn, there's too many cars to keep an eye on. Yeah, and there's going to be battles all over. I mean, you've got Peter Grobler. He's always involved with close battles. Eli is going to chase down on Blake. Blake's going to fight Tyrants right up in there, which is amazing to see. Mcharat is there. We've got Dylan Versace fighting with Dennis and David. Then you've got Sean with Michael, Russ and Craig. And then right at the back, you're going to see Joni Lee. And check her. She's also going to come through this track quite thick and fast tonight. Anyway, gets ready for racing now. 54 seconds to go. Final race for this evening. Yo, I don't know. Blake, I mean, he's shown that he likes to run away with it, but I just got a feeling this Tyrant's going to come through for some reason. And Peter, just have a look at Peter.
Obviously didn't have a good quality time, but I mean Chris Radloff came second in his heat with John Henry first, so I mean, those guys are going to come through.
Oh, it's going to make me interesting one. Here we go, guys. Lights are on, and we are going to be racing quite soon now. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, 6 lights, and
go.
Down for the action. Here's a pull away. Blake Rios liking in the first lane, but look at Eli. Brilliant start from Eli as he's now fighting out with Tyrant. Remind me of the back straight, Jason.
Yes.
I see my car there. Alright, in the corners now, chasing down with Potter's Pass, fastest corner, Southern Hemisphere. These guys are going through. We've got the middle track. Peter Grobler. Brilliant racing. Peter Grobler on the fight. Sean Weber's coming through. through Johan Niemand, and Gerard is also right in there. Hard under the braking.
There, the father and son took each other out.
That's it, but what a cross there as Johan crossed the line and didn't take any other car out. That was
I think
brilliant.
Daddy's not going to be happy with that. Oh,
Unfortunately for Tyron.
Craig, Tyron Wesley also losing it there.
Tyron is out, Eli is out, unfortunately for these guys. Yep, done it. Already back in action. Getting back to the
front there.
here, Blake Creer. Through the bends they go into Bud's Bend. Hard on the braking for the S's. Blake Creer making it stick here. John Henry Vaughan chasing him down. Big fight with Peter Grobler right behind him. We've got the Mitchells chasing down Chris and Sean all in this battle with Gerard Niemand. You can't call this yet. Chris Redbull is in 6th position.
Okay, he's coming.
He's chasing down Peter. There we go. Having a look at him now as they're going through the corner. We've got Wesley fighting back already into 10th position. He's not letting go as well. And right at the back you can see actually Johan Niemann, unfortunately for him, biggest loser of the night as he's letting it through. Back to the front now we've got Blake Creer. He's slightly making a gap, but look at Clinton Besado that came through the back and he's chasing down his ever so famous Polo Cup racer here with Clinton Besado and John Henry Vaughan. And I saw somebody, Richard Clark, is actually going to be caught up. You can see him in the front there. He's a back marker, but they're going to get caught up here with his front guys already.
He's going to have to give space. I'm going to have to just send him.
Unfortunate accident by him that's caused him to spun off. But so far, brilliant start for lap 1 as these guys going through. Richard Clark there on the outside. He needs to get off this track. Please, Richard, you've got to block these guys up. They're coming here with fastest as possible as they're chasing him down. I just want to see here quickly who's this guy. Yeah, there we go. Johan Niemand, look at this. Big fight here. Sean Weber, Chris Ratloff, and we've got Dennis Mitchell all in the fight here. 5th position now through the SS. Who's going to make it stick? All of them. Chris running a little bit wide, touching the grass, but he's actually getting through here. Tommy Leary Moss now overtaking out with David Burberry. David slightly losing out, and then Dylan Versace, who's just chatted with us in the previous race, he's bringing up that 5th. Michael Rust here out, unfortunately for him. Look at Michael, just lost that. Looks like a slight big spike there, but he's unfortunately dropped down to 18th position. It's always nice to see him. Back to the front, Blake Creer now making it way out into lap number 3.
Look at the slipstream between Besado and John Henry. I mean, this is what they were practicing the whole week. That's
it, John Henry Vaughan now making a good tight here. Clinton is not going to make him pass, going to put his arms out, but this is definitely going to help both of them for chasing down onto Blake Creer. Blake Creer is definitely going to take Richard Clark as a target to try and fetch him up as well.
I think he's actually just left. I don't see Richard in front of them anymore. Not for sure if he's maybe just got back to pits.
I just want to quickly try and see if I can change. I just want to quickly try and see if I can change my timing here. Sorry for this. I just want to try and get some times onto the sections here. There we go. There's some times here. Alright, back to the front now, guys. We've got John Henry Vaughan, Clinton Besado chasing each other down, making it smell. Look at this, Peter Grobler is actually settling into 4th position as he's now brought up all the way from a good, I think, 8th position start up. We've got Kadongs in the 9th position, Craig Wesley settling in 9th, Tommy Leary nicely in the 11th position, Dylan Versace there as well. David Burberry, this pack is really spread out quite nicely. I mean, only lap number 3.
We didn't have any major incidents besides the Niemand's little bash at each other there, but I mean, besides that, it's been pretty awesome. And I mean, obviously, you've got the top 20 drivers here of both heats in here, and you can see that. I mean, cars are racing clean and the racing indicators perfect.
Tyron went into this corner here with Eli, but he outbraked himself and he actually lost the position to Joni Lee as well, as Joni Lee is now making her way up, already in 15th position for her. So, you know, it shows you, just keep it clean.
I see Mitchell and Radloff has given a bit of a touch there.
I saw that now as we just swapped over. Mitchell now on the inside with Chris on the outside, hard under the braking. I think Chris should have this, David actually should have this inside line.
Yeah, look, I mean, this is Dennis Mitchell we spoke about in the first heat. I mean, once he gets his ducks in a row, he is quick and he's difficult to pass. I mean, we saw Radloff being second in his heat I mean, he has a good battle.
I must say, Jason, well done to you and your team. I mean, great start so far. I think this was a really good action-packed race one. It just makes you excited for the rest of them. I mean, it's gonna make a good
most
one.
Definitely. Look, it's taken a lot of effort, and thanks to you, Vishal. I mean, without you doing what you do, the Oaks won't be able to watch this. And I mean, I'm not sure what our viewers are tonight. It might be little, but I mean, it's definitely going to grow. And I think the Oaks are going to talk about this race the whole of this week.
Not too bad yet. 23 concurrent verse and 186, 186 apologies playback so far on our live stream. Guys, please like our Facebook page. Next week we shall be broadcasting from our own channel. Unfortunately, we have to have a bit of a timeout on YouTube, but we'll be back next week from SSRL's channel. Back at here, look at this battle. These guys coming down the main straight. We've got Gerard Niemand, we've got Tommy Leary Moss, we've got Kadongs, we've got Wesley, we've got Versace.
I don't even know where to look anymore. I mean, I'm watching the live time. It is so close. Everything is just so close here. I mean, it's action-packed.
Burberry now, David onto Dylan Versace as these guys are going to try and see who's going to have the biggest one. David running slightly on the inside, clipping some grass, hard on the braking. He needs to make this one stick through Cocobanas as they're going to go through. Chasing down, I mean, they're still chasing for 10th position. This is the big back here. You can't even say who's who.
These guys are racing like it's the semi-finals. I mean, they don't want to give up that 10th spot.
Yeah, definitely. And then we've got Craig as well. If you have a look at him, he's also in the battle there for 11th position still, as we just see him lifting a little bit of a leg there as he's going through. Nice to see two of Tao's cars into the final, but
yeah, it's good to see the families together. I mean, we've got Joni and
Tommy.
Tommy, that's brother and sister. We've got Craig and Tara and Wesley, his father and son.
We've got Gerard and Johan.
And yeah, Niemand. So they all made it to the finals, and they can all be very chuffed about that.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I'm just glad they didn't race on one rig.
Yeah, imagine. I think Melvin first had that issue at one stage where him and his son was sharing one. I mean, his son is a hell of a driver.
Yes,
he's got a lot of pace that night.
Yeah, no, he is. And
I raced against him in the mini cup or the mini league with the SRA, and man, he makes you work.
Look at this up in the front here. John Henry Vaughan sniffing out Clinton Basana's exhaust pipe there as they're going through the fastest bend in the southern hemisphere. Hard under the braking. Blake is not too shy. He can't relax now because these guys are so bloody fast. They just caught him. I mean, the slipstream is just helping in their favor now as they're coming down the back straight.
Orders, you know, these guys are teammates. They're probably saying, "Hello, let's go. We need to catch Blake." And I mean, what are they doing?
Look at this. You must see how close these cars are. I think John Henry Vaughan is pushing Clinton Basana now down the back straights. That's how close these cars were. But anyway, having a look now, Blake needs to defend. Clinton in a difficult.
On the next straight.
Clinton in a difficult position because Clinton needs to attack and defend at the same time. But that is real rise. This is real Polo Cup drivers for you. They know this pressure. You owe some money to charity. Anyway, now look at this final bend. Touching. Blake now getting touched here. Oh, who's going to make it stick as they go through? John Henry Vaughan, but one car control between these three guys as they come down the main straight now. Blake on in the first position, John Henry Vaughan on the inside as he's looking through. And what does Blake do? Does he move to the right and then Clinton beside him?
Set up on this one. If he's clever, he needs to set up on this one.
That's it.
On the next lap.
Because
look at this.
It's going to have a two-way battle. Clinton and look at that, more touching between Clinton Basana and John Henry Vaughan as they're going through in the back straight now. Fast corner through Rifles as they're going to go. No, that's actually Buds.
Yeah,
that's Rifles. Into Cocobanas now. This is going to be the one through the SS3 fastest guys on our server currently battling it out into the SS. They're going to come now. We've got John Henry Vaughan being chased by Blake Creer, chased down with Clinton Basana. Amazing drivers for these three guys. Butts bend now. They're going out on the outside, hard on the braking, swerving in, clipping those corners. Look at John Henry Vaughan bringing it home there. Blake is now gaining slightly on him as Clinton Basana just catches up. Smokes from the tires. I mean, the grip must be depleting on this cars now.
Yeah, look, I mean, they're overdriving these cars now. And I've heard so many of them saying that once you start overdriving these Clios, you become slower. But I mean, these guys are punishing these cars, and they just seem to be getting faster and faster.
No.
Like going on the outside here, he's going to have to be clever here and just snugging behind that bumper. He will definitely get the slip soon here, but it looks like he just wants to battle. He doesn't want the slip.
That's it there now, Blake on the outside. There's so many battles
Whoa,
on
there
this
he goes.
track. If I'm looking at the back as well, but these guys is just so much action pack in the front. Blake is in the outside, and John Henry Vaughan on the inside. Blake wants his first position. Local Boyki, he wants to regain king of this ring for him and his little challenge. They just quickly jump to the back for a split second. Michael Russ now hard on the heels of Johan Niemand, and we've got David Burberry chasing down Dylan Versace. These two local boys, if I'm not mistaken, they're also chasing each other down. John Henry Vaughan now taking the lead back from Craig Crea. Crea now just jumped back onto John Henry Vaughan as these guys just swap positions every corner to every corner. Clinton is
We're
now...
going to have to get these boys in our chat. I mean,
Yeah.
this is amazing. These oaks are battling it out there. And I mean, Clinton Beside, he's just hanging back there and waiting for the mistake to come. He's pulling a Tommy Leary on us here.
Alright, now back to the action now. Look at this. I agree with you. He's pulling a Tommy Leary. Clinton is just waiting for these guys to touch and make a mistake. And hey, we've got 2 laps to go. Anything can still happen. We're not in the clear as well. Look how nice view that is. All the cars spread out there at the back. Oh, Blake's being touched here as he almost pushed that car around by John Henry Vaughan, but brilliant car control. I think Blake is sweating like a sex offender there in the back.
Well said. I think definitely, I mean, he's going to phone me afterwards to say, "Yo, Trump, I don't know how I did this."
Look
But
at
I mean,
Blake here
brilliant,
swerving.
brilliant racing.
This is definitely not F1 rules. You can't just make one turn because Blake is doing snaky up in the front here as he's trying to creep John Henry Vaughan right off his bumper.
He's going to have to keep the inside line here to keep his first position because
He has to.
matters in Cocos.
But now
Let's
then
see
he's
who's
going to
Blake's there.
set him up for the next one. John Henry is going to push him. That's it. He's going to push him lightly, but Blake is
Blake's
settled
got it.
in. Yeah, Clinton is also back there, but look at Peter. Peter is catching these
Yes, I was about
guys.
to say, Peter Grobis is, I mean, he's just waiting out there. I think
Oh,
he's
there's
gonna
more
have a
touching
time.
here. Blake Crea just touching with John Henry Vaughan as they're going to go in. It's right through to Butts, full throttle out there. 5th gear into the S's, hard braking.
Oh,
Blake is
no,
being
we've got
touched.
Farah
Clinton
Kuman disconnected.
Besonano.
I'm not too sure what happened to him. Shame.
Clinton Besonano now overtaking Blake Crea as there was a bit of a touch in between them in the S's, but that has led those guys a slight breather as they go through into the sweep. I saw Gerrit unfortunately disconnected. Also Richard Clark has lost it for the evening.
Yeah, unfortunately for those guys. But if you go back down in the field there to about where David Burberry and those boys are, there's also a very good battle happening here.
Yeah, David Burberry now fighting
These
with
guys are all
Tyrone
pushing to get
Wesley.
himself, they're all trying to get himself in that top 10 finish for the extra points. I mean, you're scoring points 3 times tonight.
That's it. Now fight up front as well. Look at this. We've got Kodongs and Craig Wesley fighting for the 10th position for that final points as well, as these leaders just started their final lap, and we actually see Johan Niemand, no, apologies, they're running a little bit wide there. Let's go see what's happening in the front now. John Henry Vaughan slightly building up a lead of about a second almost onto these
I
guys.
wonder what actually happened there because they were so close, but I mean, let's go.
I think it was just a big battle between Crea and Besaidenote that has actually let them, they allowed John Henry to run
there's
away.
the touch at the back there. There was a touch between Clinton Besaidenote and Blake Kruger, pushing Blake Kruger wide at Kakabanas. He's just missing out on that second spot now. He's going to fight. I know Blake's not going to give up now. He's going to push this now. Let's see what happens into the S's here. Oh, and you see that defensive line from Clinton Besaidenote?
Yeah, no, Clinton definitely knows how to make his shoulders out and make his shoulders quite wide and not let anybody go through. But look at Peter, he's now chasing down in the last corner. He's going to try and get Blake. I mean, brilliant drive from Peter here, brilliant drive. But anyway, now final corner coming up now. We've got John Henry Vaughan that's going to bring it home as he's crossing Beacon's Bend. I think it's an exceptional drive from these 3 guys. And the last overtake there on the final corner from Clinton Besaidenote. But that's John Henry Vaughan in first position. Clinton Besaidenote brings it home in second. We've got Blake Crea in third. Peter Glover on fourth.
Tommy just made a move on Sean Weber too.
Tommy has brought it back in 7th position on the last corner. Sean Weber in 8th. We've got Kodongs at 9th position. Craig Wesley brings it home in 10th. We've got Dylan Versace now in 11th. David Burberry. Oh, look at this fight. David has just, unfortunately, right as they're over that line, touched each other and he went out. Tyron Wesley now in 30th position, as he's going there slightly off his track as well. Eli Varaga, and then Johnny Lee Marcham 15th, Michael Russ 16th, Johan Niemand is in 17th, Wayne Lockham 18th, and what a brilliant evening,
What
gents.
a
Look at this
final.
finish,
Look
look at these guys driving here, all together, bringing it home in formation. Fucking applause. Yes, well done.
Well done. I'm sending them messages to give us some smoke. Hopefully we'll get some donuts going here.
I'll quickly put on some Phil Collins, because after those close touching and racing and touching, yes, we all need a little bit of close. Yo, what a race.
Yeah, no,
Jason, that was crazy.
I mean, it was brilliant, and well done, Charles, for keeping track of that. I mean, I don't even know where to look anymore. Things were just happening all over the show.
In the beginning,
we can't have so many different camera angles viewing into our viewers, but what a brilliant final race.
Yeah, no, that was an exceptionally amazing race in the final. I mean, 21 cars, that first corner, second corner, perfectly clean, nobody touching each other. I mean, that was...
Here we go.
There we go. We're going to try and see Peter
These
now
are
in
front-wheel
action.
drive cars, so you can only do reverse and backwards. But there we go, we've got our winner there. John Henry giving us some smoke, giving us some donuts. Doing the Polo Cup drivers proud, I'm sure. Clinton Besaidenout, Janne van der Westhuizen, and those boys are watching, maybe even Jonathan Mogotsi. I'm sure. They must all be proud of him. Well done.
Anyway, guys, for our sponsors, Tower Energy Drink, Mark, you and you guys, thanks so much. We really appreciate everything that you guys also came aboard and what you do for us. For all of our drivers that joined us tonight, thanks, guys. We really appreciate everybody's giving up their time and be with us as well here. Jason, you and the rest of the admins, everybody goes and take a breather and have a dop, and we need to start preparing for the next race next week. It never stops. And then for everybody at home, thanks for watching, thanks for liking us and sharing our channels. We really appreciate it. I think this was one of the best races that I've seen or commentated on in sim racing. I'll give it to you.
Look, I'm going to definitely agree with you. It was so exciting. You made it exciting. Again, thank you to the admins. Thank you to you, Charles. Everyone that put the effort in there. Tower Energy Drinks for hooking us up with the prizes and sponsoring the event. Guys, it was our first one, and I think it was a banger. Looking forward to the next one. I'm sure everyone's going to be in the same boat and being excited to join the next one.
That's it. As we mentioned to you guys, next one comes up on the 16th of June. Alive, Fick. No, it is. We extended with a week. I forgot about that.
So it's the
23rd. Aldo Scribante. I was just like, that's today.
Sorry, guys. Charlie's so excited. He wants to race again.
Yeah, no, I see on Discord it actually says the 16th of June is still Aldo Scribante. That's why. But anyway, next week, 23rd, Aldo Scribante. That's going to make an interesting one. Let's hope everybody pitches up and we are all there. Guys, from all of us, thanks for everything that happened. Be safe. I think everybody follows all the negativity that happens in the world and Corona and all the shit that's there. Be safe, keep it up there, keep your hopes up, and God bless. We'll see you guys soon again. Just from Jason and myself.